Hey everyone, Rich from Elk Endeavors here. Hey, today I wanted to talk about goals again, and one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was the clarity with which you proceed with your goals. And so over the last couple days I've been thinking about how my goals are a little bit less than tangible. And Bob Proctor and Vic Stryjus and all these different people that I'm learning from talk about how the tangibility of a goal is essential. So you have to have emotion tied to your goal. And right now I have a lot of emotion tied to the goals that my goals are here. As you know, I keep them all in my shirt pocket, but they're not, I can't, they're so big that I can't really touch them, and I can't feel them, and I can't put emotion behind them. I've tried to, but they're like so far out of my league and out of what I'm used to that what I decided to do was to create two goals that are absolutely tangible. I can see, feel, touch, taste, smell the results of the goals, and I have extreme emotion tied to these goals. Okay, and that was one of the things that I learned from Vic and the 4% Success Challenge, is that there's 12 pillars of a 4%er. Not pillars, but there's 12 attributes of a 4%er. And the first one, I'm going to go over these over the next couple days. But the first one is to have a clear vision. And a couple weeks ago, Vic did one of his 4% TV episodes about clear vision and getting to exactly what it is that you want. So when you say you want to make $10,000 a month, let's say, you have to ask why. Why do you want to make $10,000 a month? Okay, well I want it better for my family. Why? Well, so my family can eat better and sleep better and have a bigger home. Why? And you just keep going to that until you get to the results, until you get to the contribution, right? So the contribution for creating $10,000 in income for yourself, that means that when I've created $10,000 of income for myself, that means that I have helped that many people start on their dreams and their goals, right? So that's my contribution. So if I was to continue going why, I would eventually get outside of my own family and outside of my own personal well-being and get into other people's well-being and get to that contribution, which is really important. So that's where a long-term goal comes into play, and that's sort of how the defining parts of a long-term goal are so important. But the thing is like I said, I can't touch $10,000 a month. Like that doesn't. If that was my goal, I can't. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to tangibly put emotion toward that, because it's so far beyond my train of thought. Now, I still have a financial long-term goal that's more of a short-term goal. But what I decided to do is to create two new goals that were absolutely tangible, and that I can easily obtain within 6 months. And so what happened was, on Friday night I went out kayaking with my wife, and we went on this tour on a lake. And I've never been night kayaking. It's a night kayaking tour. We've been to the lake many times, but never obviously at night. And I've never been on a kayak at night. At night or on this lake before. So it was really exciting, and it was cool because you're floating out there, and there's a lot of people. So that was kind of I would have liked to have been alone. But it was just really cool to hear things, and that you notice that I'm most of the time outside when I do these videos, and that's because I love the outdoors. And so even though I'm in a certain time between work and home, I try to be outside because it helps me get fresh air because I'm in the office all day. And so I'm out there, and I'm kayaking, and we started at 8:30. It becomes 9, later on, it's 9, and we finished about 10:30. And through that, I had my feet in the water, and water's dripping on my legs and my bathing suit, and I was just breathing it in and listening to the all the bugs and the crickets and whatnot all around me, and trying to ignore the people that didn't really understand how to be out in the wild, and just enjoying myself and enjoying my wife and having a good time talking and whispering and looking at things. And it was almost a full moon, so there's one point where we turned the corner and there's the moon. It was just gorgeous, and it helped me remember part of me, right? I'm an outdoorsman, right? Like I'm an Eagle Scout. I was in the Army. I cycled across the United States 4 times, and I rode my bike around the country camping, for 6 years, during the summers. So I'm an outdoors guy. And since I got married and since I started working, I am not anymore. I go camping. I take my kids camping, but we go to like the KOA, and we're in one spot. We're not hiking. In fact, the last time I was out like on my own was that Appalachian Trail trip that I talk about quite a bit. So I'm thinking about these things, and what's really helpful is that I'm talking to my wife about how much we spent on the rental versus how much we would spend on kayaks if we were to buy them, if this is going to become a hobby, and also like making sure our kids would get involved. And so we started walking through that. So that became a goal, and I didn't really write it with my wife, and but that's something I can feel. Like I can feel the water on my feet. As I'm kayaking, I can feel the water dripping on my legs. I can smell the water. I can hear all the bird. I mean the crickets and the bugs. Like I'm hearing behind me right now. All that stuff is things that I can tangibly see and feel and touch, and that's really what makes a difference, right? So I know. So here's my goal. My goal is that on December 13th. I will be out on a kayak at night with my wife watching a meteor shower that's predicted in my own 2 kayaks after having put a roof rack on my van to get the kayaks to the lake, right? So then I don't have to rent kayaks from the people. They won't even be available. And I'll be out there and I'll be hanging out with my wife and I'll be laying down in the kayak watching the meteor shower. That is a goal that I can put that is tangible to me. And that's something that I can easily create for myself. And when you go back, I want to remember my outdoors part of my personality. And I want to remember, I want to have these moments with my wife and all these different, those types of things. But then it also goes back to, the contribution, which means that if I've done that, I've made a contribution to other people's lives, which has allowed me, if they've invested money, it's allowed me to make income, and that means that I've contributed to other people's lives, and therefore they've contributed to my life, right? So it's kind of this cycle that we all sort of help each other, okay? And if I'm providing value, the way that I earn money is just a thank you card. It's like a thank you note for providing value. So if this is valuable to you, then you might possibly invest in the 4% Success Challenge and become a member and go through it yourself. And then you're making money, and your money becomes a thank you note to me because I've brought that into your life, right? So that's my contribution. And I can always relate back. So this morning I wrote 2 new goals. I didn't have them laminated. I'm not going to have them laminated because they're short term, and I think they're going to be so not easy to obtain, but like they're going to be obtained. I don't know why. It's just cars. But they're goals that I will obtain, and I can just kind of like put them aside and put them up as a memory once they've been obtained, and then I move on to the next thing, right? And the next thing's going to be bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's really a really important thing. So I'm trying that. This is something that I thought of that I think might be helpful to me and for you as well. Like I thought it might be helpful to you because when you start the 4% Success Challenge, you're asked to make you're asked to make a goal or 2 they're like so far beyond what you've ever thought to do. And that's what you're supposed to do, and that's what everyone says. I'm trying something different here because I think this will help me to achieve a goal in a reasonable amount of time that I can actually like practice putting tangibility to, and it will help me succeed that much faster. So that's what I want for you. I just wanted to show you that I was doing that because I think it's important to try something new to hopefully be able to succeed with it. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing here, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I put out a new video. I'm putting out a video every day, and I'm really excited about what I'm doing. If you're excited, check out the 4% Success Challenge. It's linked below in the description, and you can email me if you have any questions. There's also the written fact sheet that gives you just here it is. This is what this is what you're getting. I did a webinar last night. The 4% Success Challenge is listed at $2,997, and it's being sold for $197. You invest $197 and then $197 per month, or you can go lifetime for $14.97, which is half the price of it's $29.97. So half the price, $14.97 right now for lifetime membership. So I hope you have a great day. Definitely check it out if this is something you're interested in. I am absolutely a changed person with this. I'm starting to see sales. I'm starting to see other people succeed. It's just such a great time to be involved in this, and I'm really excited about it. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day.